Hey everybody, HelmetFIRE here, and this video I wanted to go over the, recap of the Snapshot 7 live event in Vegas. This snapshot was incredible. The live event was held at the HyperX Arena in Las Vegas, which is in the Luxor. And I gotta say, compared to the last snapshot, it was a smaller venue, but in a way, it was kind of more intimate, more concentrated. There was a lot less people. And I think that provided some benefits in a lot of ways. I think it provided benefits in, getting a lot more one-on-one, but at the same time, like, I still had a lot of people that I didn't get to spend a lot of time with, and there was still some people that I didn't meet, that I didn't get a chance to. But overall, just wow, what an incredible event, what an incredible snapshot reveal. The game just looks incredible, especially the midnight ride portion, the new car mode. Visually speaking, I did not expect it to look as polished as it did. The way it plays is incredible, and it just goes to show you that Midnight Society is really pushing the boundaries and innovating in the first-person shooter space, right? But I want to talk about the event and, how much fun I had and all the, people I met and got to talk to. Shout out to Jason over at Midnight Society. He's one of the devs, and he works on game economies and a bunch of other stuff. And he actually sat down with me, and we had a discussion about some hot topics going on in the community right now with microtransactions and kind of their vision of the future and how things are evolving. So that was a really productive conversation. I thought it was really cool to, the whole idea of getting to go to these live events and sit down and talk with the developers one-on-one is just something you don't see very often. But it's not so much that you don't see things like this, it's the context of when it takes place. This game is still in pre-alpha, so the fact that any kind of events like this are happening before it's even in an alpha state or a beta is, no one's ever really done it before. So, and this isn't the first live event either. It's technically the third or fourth live event. Then there might have been, I think there was a meetup in New York originally, and then there was the LA event, and then there was the Texas event, and then now the Vegas event. So, but yeah, I got to meet so many community members. I'm gonna, as I'm talking in this video, you're gonna see photos pop up. There's gonna be video playing, and you're gonna get to see, the venue and what's going on. But like, the people getting to see the community in person again is just a great. What's really great about that is over the last 6-8 months or whatever it's been since March in the Snapshot 5 event, we've gotten to know each other a lot better in the community, right? We recognize faces a lot more. We see each other's content for those that are creating content, and we just kind of have gotten more familiar with this new family that we have, and so going to this event in a lot of ways was like catching up with old friends in a way, and it was just so cool. The one personal thing for me that just really makes me feel great is being recognized in the community, and there was a lot of those situations where you have to someone calls out your name and says, "Hey, HelmetFIRE," and I have to say, "Hey, how's it going? But what's your name again?" Because I'm still trying to put that face to the name, and so there was a little bit of that, but it was great. And then so many of those were that aha moment where it's like you don't recognize their face, and then as soon as they say the name, you're like, "Oh man," or "Oh, hey, it's cool to see you like finally in person," and so there was so much of that, and it was really cool. For those, y'all may have noticed I did a cosplay for the event, and that went over very well. So if you are somebody who commented or wanted to take a picture or anything like that for this event and my cosplay, thank you so much. It meant the world to me personally. I'm so happy that everyone enjoyed it so much. I worked really hard on it for a really long time, and I gotta say it was a great feeling to have perfect strangers just want to come up and say, can I get your picture, and can I take a picture with you? And so that means a whole lot to me personally, so thank you for that. I also want to shout out a few people for taking some photos and videos of me. So first and foremost, shout out to Vintage Clash. He did a lot of the video you're going to see in this video. He did a lot of video footage. He captured the whole moment with me meeting Doc and getting my helmet signed by him, which is up on the arcade cabinet behind me here that you can see. And you know, Vintage Clash also you know, made a point to take time out of his routine to get that footage. So really big thanks to Vintage Clash for that. I also want to shout out Oakley from Regiment. He is responsible for the professional photography that you've seen of me and my cosplay, especially in the HyperX Hyper Tunnel, as they call it. Really iconic section for shooting. And so Oakley, thank you so much for doing that and for being so enthusiastic. You know, Oakley came up to me. He approached me and asked if he could take my pictures, and he brought me up there, and they just came out incredible. You know, shout out to anybody else that had a hand in that, and the shooting and the film, and like all of that stuff just for me made the event that much more special and something I will never forget. So thank you guys so very much for that. It means the world. Meeting community members. I got to meet so many community members on this particular live event that I didn't get to last time. And it's really cool to see fellow content creators too. You know, it would take me forever to name everybody, but you know, Joker, Lolo, Caramel, shout out to Caramel Hydra for kind of hosting some get-togethers at the event, and for the exclusive merch that he was giving out with the variant pins. Joker had the custom poker chip, which was pretty cool. I got all of that stuff, so that was great. But yeah, getting to meet so many community members, claws, variants alike. Golly, you know, Sage of Zed, of course. You know, we got to meet King, Zohan. You know, there was, I mean, like I said, there's just so many names. BTAC, shout out to BTAC. Man, wow, what an incredible event, right? You know, it's something that it's just mind-boggling, like how cool this community is, how connected we are. That's why you'll hear me say in so many videos, you know, this is a community that you don't want to miss out on. And it's not just the community, it's the developers too. And getting to meet them in person and for a second time, and a lot of them for the first time, you know, but seeing how they interact with their community and how that reciprocates, you know, I just urge everybody, like, join the Midnight Society Discord. You know, even if you just want to watch from the sidelines as the game's being developed, or even if you want to play and get yourself a game access pass, which is available now, by the way. This community is the true driving force of it all, right? We're such a you know, open community. You know, everybody's welcome, and it really shows. I guarantee you, if you join this community, you will find a home here, and it's unlike anything I've ever experienced. So I got to give props to the community and, you know, Midnight Society and how Midnight Society fosters their community. It's really something. So overall, fantastic event, fantastic venue. Shout out to HyperX for, you know, working with Midnight Society to host this event. As a event goer, I had an absolute blast. I thought it was great. I had a ton of fun, and you know, big thank you to Midnight Society, all the developers, for all your hard work and your continued efforts into making Deadrop the best product it can possibly be. Thank you to all the devs of Midnight Society for interacting with your communities. I think that above all else is what makes the most impact on us, and it really does mean the world. You know, keep crushing it, keep doing great at what you're doing. We love you all, And to all the community members out there that, you know, made this event special for me, again, it means the world to me personally, and I'll never forget it. So that's going to be it for this video. If you like, you know, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on future Deadrop content. And I'll see you all in the tower. Take care, everybody.